What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have another lightsaber unboxing for you. Yeah, it's always a good day when we get to unbox a brand new lightsaber. This one comes to us from Saber Universe. This is a company based in France, and I really have not had any experience with their products, have not owned any of their products, didn't even know about them until they reached out to me. And we had a good email exchange, and they decided to go ahead and provide me with one of these new yet unreleased lightsabers for purposes of review. I want to thank them very much for that. This one is going to be based loosely on The Mandalorian. This is going to be the Revenger, and we're going to go into a little more of the details as far as pricing and where you can get your hands on one. But for right now, let's go ahead and get into the unboxing and see what this thing really looks like. So right away, you're going to see that some of the competitors, the last video I reviewed, the box was a little bit cheaper. This one's going to feel a little more premium. It's kind of got this matte finish to it, and you have these tabs on the back. I've got the razor knife for maybe for nothing, but you just peel this off here. Same thing here. It's not going to slide out from the end like the other one. And let's go ahead and slide the top off. And there we go. So no blister pack in this one. This has got some actual foam. I'm not sure if this is exactly how you're going to receive your saber, but this is how I'm receiving mine. Some minimalistic, just like foam there. A couple pieces, and that's really about it. So we have the hilt. We're going to set this down for just a second. Take a look at the blade, which is just going to be a standard blade. Yes, this is a non-NeoPixel blade, just a hollow tube. So it's going to be similar to other budget offerings from other companies. Let's go ahead and peel off the plastic. There we go. Get this one also. Peel this off. And there you go. Throw that on the floor, clean that up later. And here you go. You got the tip, the rounded tip. Other than that, just a clear tube. Set this down for just a second. Other things included in your kit are going to be, you have some instructions. You're going to have your charging cable, which looks to be USB Type-C. And then you have, we have some rings here, some stainless steel metal rings, an Allen wrench, and then you have your set screws. Just a simple one-page sheet of instructions. Okay, so as far as my packaging is concerned, there's no pictures, no instructions on how to assemble this. So I guess it's sort of assumed that you know what you're doing. This is really just the instructions for operating the saber. That's about it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the handle, the hilt itself, and you'll see where some of that. Okay. Now this is the silver version. They're going to have, I believe it's a gold version as well. This is, wow. Okay, so I'm digging this. So we have your, go ahead and go through sort of basically just your speaker cover, the pommel. I'm digging the knobs on there. I like that. I like that kind of a Luke lightsaber pommel on the bottom there. This is obviously going to be the cover for what I would assume to be, yep, your soundboard is right there. Your lithium-ion battery, 2,000 milliamp, and then of course your speaker at the very bottom there. Go ahead and reassemble this. I'm digging this, the hand grip. I like that. I do like that. Once again, it helps you put it on the right way. Put this back together. Screw this on. You see there. This is cool too. Instead of just solid rings, I actually have little slots here cut into it. Put the end back on, speaker cover, and then you can see some of that Mandalorian. You can see that looking like the helmet there. Looking cool. It's really exaggerated, but it's a good look, and that also provides a window for the saber. Once we install the saber, I assume that's going to be, you're going to see that shining through. Now, as far as points of affixment, points where you can actually run a set screw into the blade, you're going to have 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 for this. That should be enough to keep the blade in there nice and secure. But I like this. I'm digging that. So you stay right there. Let's go ahead and get the blade. Put the blade in. Slide this in. Like I said, there's nothing in there. There's no LEDs, so it's very lightweight. Not quite as snug as it could be, but overall not bad. Let's go ahead and tighten up our 3 set screws here. And you know, this black paint has got a slight texture to it. It's not slick. So I believe that should be powder coating. That's not just paint, which is a good thing. Powder coat is much more durable. Okay, so the 3 are snug. Let's go ahead and see if we can power this up. It's probably dead. I may have to go charge this thing up. Oh, no, so we have power. Okay, so hold down for a second, and there you go. You're gonna get the standard sort of LED push button there. It is important to note that this is USB Type-C and there is no exposed port. So if you want to charge this, you're going to have to take off the bottom and then the handle, or can you just break this? Yeah, you can leave the bottom attached. You'll have to unscrew half of the Saber and then you're going to have to plug it in right there. So there's no window, and it's a shame. I know that maybe it's, well, you know, I don't really know why they don't put a port on the outside. You know, it would be nice to have that option to where I don't have to take apart the Saber to charge it, but it should last for a while. Let's go ahead and to turn it on, just tap it. Okay. Ah, okay. So look at that. You also have the twist. So if you twist your wrist, this will power up, or power down, I should say. I didn't see it. Let me try that again. Ah, okay. So when you twist your wrist, it will power off. I think that's the only, yeah, that may be the only way to turn it off, to do all of our functions. But see, you can kind of see the light really shines through there, giving you that Mandalorian look. That's nice. There's your blaster bolt effect. Wow, that's a pretty good flash, with the whole thing going white there. So let's start with this is a Saber, a similarly priced Saber, or a similar price point from a company called Saber Forms. Let's just take a look at the difference here. So let's go ahead and power this one up here. Okay, and that versus that. Roughly the same brightness. Of course, if I could change the colors a little bit easier, I could show you color to color. And then, of course, you got to hold this one down for a long time to get this to power off. Whereas you had I like the twist function. I like that. A quicker way to turn off that Saber. Now let's look at something standard from Hasbro. This is the Mace Windu. Now, one thing you're really going to notice when you look at a custom Saber is that the hilt or the handle is in much better proportion to the blade. When you look at something like this, how much thicker this is, and how big and beefy this is, because that's just the way that I guess Hasbro makes their Sabers. It's very heavy, which is nice, but it's a little bit huge. It's kind of cartoonish, especially when you see the different versions of these Sabers that they make without the blade. They're much more small. They're a better proportioned blade. So if you turn this on, let's go ahead and check this out. Mace Windu. A big brightness difference for sure. Big brightness difference for sure. Now, obviously, you're not going to. This is not the NeoPixel version. If you get a NeoPixel version, it's going to be there's going to be some different pricing there, and you're going to have that blade effect that extends and retracts. But overall, I got to say, the handle quality is really nice. I'm digging the fact that the black is not just slick gloss black. It's actually like a thicker powder coat with a slight texture. It's slight, and it makes a difference in the feel. It really makes a big difference in the feel of the Saber. But yeah, not too shabby. If I could only figure out how to get to change the colors of the blades, I'd be a little bit happier. But like anything else, once you spend some time with the Saber, you realize it's not that difficult to make those changes. It's really just a matter of holding the button down and then twisting the Saber in different combinations, which is easier than some of the multiple button presses you have to do with other Sabers. So the Silver Avenger is going to be available for pre-order from November 4th to November 13th. That pre-order price is going to be $159.95, which is different from the regular price of $189.95. Now, you can save an additional 10% off if you use my promo code 19KFOX10. You're going to save an additional 10% off that pre-order price. So if you're going to get the Saber, now is definitely the time to do it. The first 10,000 Silver Avengers will be numbered. I actually have number 28 of 10,000, and 10 of those 10,000 are actually going to be a limited gold color, which looks really good. I mean, the silver looks good, but the gold looks just a little bit better, and those are going to be numbered in 1,000 increments, starting at 1,000 and ending at 10,000. Now, once again, I do want to say thank you to Saber Universe for sending me over this Silver Avenger for the purpose of review. It's a really cool looking saber, and if you want to check out all the other sabers they have, head on over to saber-universe.com. They have a bunch of different sabers. They even have some legendary sabers that look really good, and you'll find their pricing is actually pretty competitive. Thanks so much for stopping by and checking out the channel and checking out the saber, and I will see you next time.